going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shot it, rocket, and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby, I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is no doubt one of the best matchups of the NFL season. A battle of undefeateds. Two teams that have been dominating opponents all season. Who will be the dominant team in this one? It's going to be fascinating to find out. It's the Diablos going up against the Bills. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Mexico City Diablos and the Buffalo Bills. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. A great read, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The play clock's running down. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll set up to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back there, Billy, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear you. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Here we go.
Halfback sent in motion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Out of the gun now on third down. He dumps it off to Drake. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And over the middle here, Amaro. A gain of 6 there on first. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Detroit. Fresno.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Watch left. Stop right there. Now let's go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Here we go now. Leopard. Get up.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going to try and throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Cuts right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's good enough for a first down.
That's another nice run. And I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun now on third down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcel Darius coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Watkins alone on the left side. Now on third. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It's fielded at the 45. And touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He's going to sling it, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead is now an even 30. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over.
All right, now, look at 56.
One receiver to the left is Evans. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now, look at 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give him a 1st down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part. and the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Back to throw here. Amaro's got it. Left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll look to throw here. Got a man complete. It's the tight end Amaro. Give him 11 on the game there. And it's 1st down, Buffalo. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30. For a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go.
Check 31. We got chips over here.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that. Let's swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's go! Blue landed!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. The tight end, Amaro. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And complete to Lewis over the middle. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. What a move. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense. offense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now another shot here at the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Play clock winding down. They'll go for it with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Le'Veon Bell stopped short of the line to gain. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A little track jump, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Back to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Marcel Darius in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal trap. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Watkins alone on the left side.
Let's go. Detroit. Let's go. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. Fresh set of downs here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw now on first down. Amaro's got it, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. Back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap.